Okay, so today for the movement activity video, I'm going to be doing something a little bit different than probably most will be doing. Being a PE teacher, this is going to be my second year of teaching PE. I'm basically just going to run you guys through what I do with the kiddos, probably, K through third grade mainly. I do it through sixth grade also, but I'm going to be showing you guys a little bit of like our warm-up, our movement warm-ups, how to stretch some muscles. But after that, I'll get into like a start of a lesson that we would be doing after our stretches. So typically whenever kids come into the gym, I have dots spread out probably 3 feet on each side of each other. I give them about 3 feet of space on each side of them so they can swing their arms and not hit anybody. But typically whenever they come in, I have them line up along the baseline. You guys can't see it, but I'm propping you guys up against a basketball goal. But anyways, the kids spread out on their dots, and the first thing we normally typically do is warm up with jumping jacks. Just kind of getting their sense of space, area, they can look around, see their friends, all that stuff. And then we move into our toe touches. Toe touches, kids are kind of learning what muscles they're stretching. We normally typically go through, I go through like, what muscle are we stretching right now, guys? And they'll kind of give me feedback on what muscle they're stretching. Typically towards the beginning of the year, they're kind of confused. They don't know what muscles they're exactly stretching. So that's why I feel like it's good to communicate. So whenever they're moving, they know what their bodies are doing, like what muscles are doing what, and how to be more mobile. After that, we typically work on balancing, like grabbing right here, stretching your quad right in the front of your leg. They have to balance. That kind of movement, and then we switch. After that, we typically get on the ground. Some muscles, a lot of kids don't really know what they're stretching. Just whenever they're sitting crisscross on all of their carpets, they don't really know what muscles they're stretching. So whenever they're here, they're leaning forward. They think this one's funny, but they're stretching their glutes. So their glutes are right in their back, pretty much in your butt. So whenever they do that, they're leaning forward. I'm asking them what muscles are stretching, and then I tell them to switch. We do the same thing, and then I'm just running through a few short stretches. But other than that, we do probably 5 more sitting on the ground. And with the little guys, they like to lay down on the ground. I say, okay, make snow angels, and they're laying on the ground doing their jumping jacks. But other than that, after they do all of their stretches on their dots, they get their sense of space. Staying inside their bubble. They work on their balance, all that other stuff. Afterwards, with the K through 2 group, I typically have them on the baseline in a line. So we have our baselines, and then we always have our sidelines on the side, obviously. But I have them do on the baseline, that is their walking line. And on the sideline, that is their running line. So they know wherever they are at on the floor, on the court, that is what they need to be doing whenever they are on those lines. Other than that, whenever they are not walking on the baselines, whenever we do all of our laps, they're going through fine motor skills like crab walking, skipping. Also have them do kind of like a leapfrog deal where they get a partner. They really like that one. They also, I have them do, I'm trying to think of the name of it. Anyways, so I'll get back to it after I remember it. But yeah, I usually have them go through fine motor skills, just show me what they can do. And before I demonstrate to them, I usually ask one of them, hey, can you guys, demonstrate this fine motor skill for me? If they don't know, like the kindergarten group that we usually have, the little bitty guys, I usually go through all of them with them. But other than that, after we do all of our stretches, and we typically do 3 laps around the court entirely, and then we will get into our lessons. So after doing our jumping and all that stuff, I get into our lesson, which I have one right here. So typically with the older guys, I have basketballs set up for them. I even do it with the little guys too, just so they can get a basketball in their hands. That's more working on dribbling, switching hands, but of course they're gonna wanna look at it. But older groups, I try not to, have them look at the ball. But with, say, 3rd grade and 3rd grade to 6th grade, that's when I typically try to start working on form and mechanics. So for example, we're going to do a layup. So whenever they're skipping across, I typically tell them to go up with one arm, up with one leg, up with one arm at the same time. So whenever they're skipping, going up like this, it's just like shooting a layup. Okay, so whenever you're on the right side, you're always dribbling with your right hand looking up at the goal, and then you go up with your right, both sides, just like there's a string attached to your elbow to your knee, just like whenever you're skipping. And then on the left side over here, we're going up with our left leg, up with our left arm. So it's just like there's a string attached to each, okay? But that was a really good example I could think of right off the bat is for a movement activity video. So if you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. Thank you guys for watching.